Hello everyone and welcome to Winter Moon Games. My name is Chris. Winter Moon Games, if you don't know already, is an all-encompassing gaming video network where you can find information and gaming-related content videos for video games, board games, and all of the above. Today I'm excited to bring you a iOS app review for the Squire for Hire Digital Edition. Now, Squire for Hire by Letiman Games is actually a tabletop game, but now you can get it in the palm of your hand today. Now, I want to first start out by saying that I actually have not played the tabletop physical version of Squire for Hire, so I'm coming at this from a new player's perspective just on the digital app alone. In Squire for Hire, you're going to be playing as a woodland creature that's been hired by an adventurer to carry all of their loot. Squire for Hire is a tile-laying inventory management game that probably takes about 15 or 20 minutes to play. At the beginning of the game, you're going to start with 2 random cards that have been dealt to you. On these cards are a variety of objects. Some are magic, armor, weapons, and some are just plain old junk. Now, depending on the woodland creature that you've selected at the beginning of the game, sometimes junk can be good, but most of the time, junk is going to be worth negative or 0 points at the end of the game. And the goal of this game is to go on various missions, and you're going to be taking cards that are basically part of your inventory, covering other bits of your inventory and managing its layout and size, and then also trying to get the most points at the end of the game by comboing certain things that are adjacent. The missions are pretty straightforward. It comes up in a block of text, kind of like flavor text on a regular playing card, and it tells you what you're experiencing. You may be walking through a cave, maybe you need a torch, maybe you need to fight off some goblins. So whenever it's time for you to complete one of these quests, you're going to do one of 2 things. You're either going to take a card from the lineup here and use it to extend your inventory and make your inventory bigger, or you're going to be taking something already in your bag and using a card to cover that object. So for instance, if there's a mission that requires you to use armor, you'll take a card from the lineup and you'll place it covering one object in your inventory that represents armor, a helmet, a breastplate, as long as the same number of squares that are on the card you're taking cover the same number of squares of the item that you're placing it on top of. And if that sounded confusing, you're not alone. Again, coming from this from a perspective of never having played Squire for Hire tabletop version, reading the rules on the app were okay. You basically just keep repeating this process of drawing a card, placing it in your inventory, and growing your inventory and managing it by placing objects to cover up junk. You don't want junk at the end of the game, hopefully, depending on the creature you've chosen. So at the end of the game, the applications are to automatically calculate your points based on the number of items already in your bag and how well you did matching things up. And if you got at least 20 points, then you've successfully been hired by the adventurer and you are a squire. I actually have yet to win this game. I've been trying and I cannot seem to get hired. I'm not a very good squire. I'm not gonna be able to put this on my resume. I guess I better keep my day job. It did take me a little bit of time to get the hang of it and understand what exactly I was doing, and I feel like I'm still learning new strategies every time that I play. But it is a nice game to be able to whip out on your phone and just look at while you're on your lunch break or in the bathroom. Not that I've ever done anything like that before, because you can play through a game in probably 10 or 15 minutes single player, and it's really simple and straightforward. Once you know what you're doing and you kind of understand the flow of the controls and how the game works, you can just zip through the missions pretty quickly and you'll be on your way in no time. Maybe my one small criticism about this game is perhaps just how the rules are presented from the app version. There's some diagrams and some really nice artwork that are incorporated into the rules, but I would have liked maybe some animated GIFs, or is it GIFs? But just something that lets me see more visual representation of how to manipulate and rotate the cards and how to place them. That, at least for me as a very visual learner, would have been a lot more helpful, or even just a quick link to a how to play video. I probably could have just went out and Googled it, but I really wanted to kind of immerse myself in the app experience as a whole, and really it would have been nice to just have that as an added feature. The overall presentation of this game is kind of what drew me in. The art style and the way it's presented is very elegant and kind of whimsical. The game also comes with unlockables and achievements that you can get, so it really has a lot of replayability, and I'm not going to give up until I win this game. I think overall I'm really excited to see more board games, tabletop games come to a digital format. Now, I know this is kind of controversial, and everybody always wants to know, like, where's the line, right? When does it become a video game? I do think that it's still considered a tabletop game. It's just something that you can take on the road. I think that there's a lot of value in having a board game kind of compact into an iPhone or Android application. So if you're a fan of Squire for Hire by Letiman Games, feel free to check it out now. Today you can get it, Squire for Hire, on your phone. Check it out. You're not going to want to miss it. I want to go ahead and thank Dan and all the folks over at Letiman Moon Games for the review copy of the digital version of Squire for Hire. And if you like this video and you want to see more gaming content, you can do so by visiting wintermoongames.com or just subscribing and checking out this channel. If you think I deserved it, please give this video a like. It really goes a long way for me. And I really appreciate if you hit that bell so you don't miss any videos that I upload. So Winter Moon Games is on pretty much all social media platforms you could possibly imagine. Check us out on Facebook. We're also on Twitter at Winter Moon Plays, also on Instagram just under Winter Moon Games. I'm also letting you know that I designed and developed a board game of my own called Pandemonium Estate. It's going to be coming to Kickstarter probably very early in 2021, and you can check out more about that thematic otherworldly adventure game by going to Facebook and checking out Pandemonium Estate board game. You can also learn more about the game by going to wintermoongames.com, which by the way is under construction at the moment, so please pardon its appearance. But when you go there soon, there's going to be all kinds of artwork and updated images, how to play videos, and all kinds of cool stuff that you're not going to want to miss out. So I appreciate you going to Pandemonium Estate board game on Facebook, and make sure you sign up for that mailing list when it's available, and you're going to be the first to know when we go launch. My name is Chris. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.